Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everybody's having a lovely holiday season under the circumstances, and you had a great weekend. It is a beautiful day here in South Alabama. The weather is pretty much perfect, and as soon as I do this video, I'm going to go down to the park and get a workout in. Been taking my TRX down there and working out the last 2 or 3 weeks, and yeah, it makes it a lot nicer. It's much nicer than working out here in this house where I spend most of my time. But anyhow, today I want to talk about a simple raw food diet reset after the holidays. It's real quick and easy. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you can come back and check out some more of my content and see what's coming in 2021, because there's a lot coming in 2021. It's got to be better than 2020, huh? Although 2020 hasn't been all bad, but anyhow, already seeing this kind of stuff, and I'm just going to go ahead and assume that so many people are going to tell you the same story they tell you every year. They didn't do the best they could during the holidays, and they're going to be all upset. And you're going to go do a bunch of crazy stuff and diets and cleanses and this and that. I've already seen a few cleanses being offered for after the holidays. Gimmick, 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 gimmick is all that goes off in my head when I see those. So, I just thought I'd propose a little reset here that I think might help you. That's a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit more rational. Now, I've got a cleanse coming for you in 2021. And no, I'm not contradicting myself. It's going to be a cleanse Jack style, a Jack cleanse, kind of based on my principles on this lifestyle and some of my beliefs, because I'm not into the gimmicky stuff. People do gimmicky, crazy stuff, and there's going to be a ton of that stuff after the holidays. They're going to try to get you into this cleanse, into this detox, into this new program, into this new book, into this blah, 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 blah. And it's going to go back to what I've been talking about a lot lately. I'm feeling like a coach, talking about those fundamentals. It's always going to be about the fundamentals. There's no real shortcuts to health. Now, there's a few shortcuts. What I'm talking about today is kind of a little bit of a shortcut to making you feel a little bit better after the holidays, because I know a lot of people, when a lot of people go off the rails, they go off hard. They don't just eat a bite or two here or there. It's almost like that mentality. And I used to do it myself with drinking and smoking and all kind of things, that it's like, well, I've already done something bad, or I've already done something that I didn't want to do, that I don't normally do. So if I've done it a little bit, I'm just going to do it a lot and then settle up after the holidays, or settle up after a certain period. So I kind of know how that's going to go. So, there may be, depending on how you were eating before the holidays, there might be some bloating involved. There might be, you may just not be feeling good because you've put things back into your body for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you went to the family gathering and that peer pressure was too much, or maybe you just wanted it. Maybe you wanted Aunt Sally's recipe and you just had to have it, and now you're paying the price for it. So what do you do? What do you do those first couple of days after the holidays? Very simple thing. I would say just hydrate. You want to be hydrated, because probably if you strayed, you ate processed food, you ate things that dried your body out, and let's just flush the body. So you want to hydrate. Drink plenty of liquid for a few days after the holidays, or you should drink plenty of liquid all the time, but especially after the holidays. And just eat fruit for a couple or 3 days. Simple as that. You want to flush out your system. You want to clean out some of the bad stuff you've done. Doesn't have to be this long. Oh my God, I'm going to do this, and I'm only going to drink the juice from this one particular fruit for 87 days. And you're not going to do that. That's the point right there. There's going to be a lot of things come out after the holidays, like they do every year. Every year. I'm 8.5 years in, so that means 8 or 9 years of holidays that I've seen people do the same thing over and over and over. It's like riding around on a merry-go-round. It just kind of keeps going. You're riding on that horse, but it just keeps going the same place year after year. December, people say the same thing. January, everybody says the same thing. 3 months into the year, everybody reaffirms because they didn't do their New Year's program. So just make realistic changes. So for those first few days after the holidays, drink plenty of water, plenty of liquid, and flush your body out. Just eat fruit meals. I mean, you don't have to restrict yourself. In fact, I would say eat as much fruit as you want to. Eat mono meals if you can. That really cleans the body out, and you're getting nutrition, you're getting calories in your body. You're not sitting around going, oh God, I need food, I need food. So it's an easy one to do. I would also say higher water content fruits. If you have those available this time of year, which not everybody does, the mangoes, the pineapples, the papayas, those are ideal. But if you don't have them, you do the best you can. That's what my channel is all about. That's one thing I hope I always come across in my messages. There's no such thing as perfect. None of us are ever going to do it exactly right, so just do the best you can. And if you're in a circumstance where you can't do what's optimal for you, just do the best. So if you need to, eat a lot of bananas. Just eat bananas for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. Now do this for 2 or 3 days. Flush your body out with plenty of hydration for 2 or 3 days. And that's not going to get rid of everything. That's not going to alleviate everything, but that's a good start. And it's probably going to flush you out enough to where take away some of the bloating, maybe get your digestion reset back to normal, and then you just go about your normal plan. Get back to or start on a clean way of eating food. How many times have you heard me say that? You've got to learn how to eat on this lifestyle. You've got to learn how to eat on this lifestyle. You can't just go back and forth constantly doing a fast. You can't just jump from, one gimmick to another. Or you can, but you're never going to have any sort of sustained health. You're never going to see progress on this lifestyle. You're never going to feel any vibrant health. You're just going to always be yo-yoing. Gaining weight, losing weight, getting a little cleaner, getting a little dirtier, back and forth. So eat that fruit for 2 or 3 days. And then what I would say is go back to eating or set up eating a regular, normal, healthy, nutritional version of the raw food diet, as high raw as you normally eat. That's up to you. And then maybe if you want to do this, do a little intermittent, what I'm talking about, like, maybe 4 or 5 days after you've eaten, then do it again. Have a day where you just eat fruit. And intermittently, just throw in a few days during January. Just throw in a day here, 2 days there, bing, bang, boom. But that fruit really cleanses your body. And I'm really thinking about this a lot these days as I'm writing. I'm working on 2 books, actually, the Cleanse book and my bigger book. But the Cleanse book, I realized just some of the simple things that I was doing, especially when I lived on the mountain in Costa Rica, and just some of the different things that I kind of found out how they affected my body, because I did a lot of mono meals. I did a lot of just eating fruit mono meals throughout the day, where I would go from maybe up till 2 or 3 in the afternoon where I hadn't had anything but one mono meal followed by another mono meal a couple hours later. And they're very refreshing to the body. They're very cleansing to the body. They will reset that digestion. They'll get you going to the bathroom again if you're maybe a little not as regular after the holidays. But that's all you got to do. You do not have, listen, I do not like this drastic stuff. This drastic stuff just annoys me because nobody ever succeeds on it. No, to be quite honest, everybody's like, when are you going to come out with a program? Or there's always about a program or a cleanse or a change or whatever. Gimmicks are never going to work. I know it's boring. I know it's not, sexy content, but just doing the same healthy things day after day after day and focusing on the nutrition, focusing on the basics, focusing on the fundamentals of this lifestyle, it'll get you there. Listen, I know I'm a little crazy and I don't, get into the hardcore details like some, but I feel good every day. I'm 50, I'll be 57 years old this coming March, and I feel great every day. I don't have aches and pains. I'm kind of getting, working on some content, working on a video about inflammation and whatever. I don't have aches and pains. I can squat down. And do, I think it's called a Hindi squat when you're on your heels. I can drop down. I don't have bad knees. I don't feel inflammation in my body. I've got good digestion. And for my age, I feel really good. Yeah, I could be better, but I don't train like an athlete. I just train to feel good and to be able to do the things I want to. So, I just kind of got off there by just saying stick to the basics. Stick to the basics. But this is a little quick reset that you can use, and you can use it anytime. Anytime you feel like, okay, I didn't do something I should have done, or I haven't been eating great the last few days, just do a day. Just do a day of fruit. A day of fruit. Very cleansing. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you again probably here one more day this week before Christmas. Peace.